Just a brief correction at the beginning of this before it starts the main feature. I have said, hey, hi guys, day 2. No. Technically, day 1, because the first video I had down as day 0. So, enjoy day 1, which has been listed as day 2. Tomorrow will be day 2 again. Just keeping it ready, correct for kind of continuation, and yeah, I'm doing well, aren't I? Hi guys, so we are on day 2, technically day 3. Yesterday I spent the afternoon with a friend, and yesterday morning I was going out as I usually do, going to pick up my other half's medication, and I didn't get a chance to kind of film anything or put anything down, and by the time I got home last night, I was quite tired. I kind of ate and crashed out, but that's okay. These things will happen, and so it took a little bit about my Sunday and my Monday. So Monday I was awaiting a email or correspondence from a job that I interviewed for a little while back. Let's say a week back, and I didn't get the job, which you'd imagine is disappointing, and I thought I'd be disappointed, but I've arranged for some verbal feedback, which they actually offered before I actually requested any, which I think is amazing. Normally, my experience with jobs, when you ask for feedback kind of post-interview, it's written, kind of templated, but they reached out and they were like, look, cool, we want to chat to you, want to talk to you, can we arrange a call? And keep me on the books for any of the roles that might come up. It was a role in advocacy, so something where I personally don't have any professional experience in the sense that I don't have any professional qualifications. I have a hell of a lot of worked and lived experience via looking after my other half, my other half, through helping people through their transitional journey, through my own transitional journey. You learn quite a lot when you have to kind of look after yourself in respect of kind of sorting your own healthcare when, you know, you're kind of facing a wall of people misunderstanding what you require, especially in being transgender. It can be a pain, and especially also with mental health as well. You do find yourself having to make a lot of phone calls, and I've found that over the last year and the last couple of years I've had to make lots of phone calls, write letters and emails, and that kind of experience does count. So I'm very happy that I got as far as I did in the interviewing process, because in this day and age, getting jobs is difficult regardless of what the job is, but to get myself to that stage and to be offered that feedback back from the employer is incredibly encouraging. So I am excited. I actually have that call back tomorrow, so I will keep you all kind of posted in where I kind of went there. Today I think I really struggled with my fatigue. I'm getting better with it in terms of going to bed early and getting up at a set time, but it's been quite warm today, and I tend to find that if I'm really, really busy in the morning or really, really busy in the afternoon, I'll get to sort of 4 or 5 o'clock and my body will go, do you know what, we're on a 9 to 5 schedule here, body, we need a couple of hours kip, and that's unfortunately what happened. I need to be kind of proud of myself though, because over the last couple of days, I have a to-do list, and I will generally add things to this to-do list, and it can be something as basic as, make sure you take the rubbish down, or make sure you pick up this from this place. And it might sound like really kind of mundane things, but for me, if I've got it written down on my list or it's on my whiteboard, then I know it's a result of things like my neurodivergence and things like that. But there's a nice little bit of dopamine kind of going tick, it's done. And in my case, I cleared out a load of rubbish from our front room. We get a bit cluttery, and there's a section which I've nicknamed the pit, and that took a little bit of while to clear out and to tidy parts up and put things away and take things to what need to go to the charity shop and that kind of business. But that was done. I took down all the rubbish in the house, so went through the front room, went through the kitchen, went through the back room, went through the bathroom, my room, bagged up everything that needs to go down and took it down. Now I live in a block of flats and I don't have any lifts because it's quite a small block of flats. It doesn't need any lifts, but it's still 2 flights of stairs, and I had to do that obviously with 5 bags of rubbish, And typical kind of man brain in here going, one trip. I sorted my whiteboard out. I have a whiteboard I mounted on the wall in my room, so made sure that I had down any appointments, made sure that I had down anyone that I needed to call this week, anyone I needed to call for my other half, and also made sure that I took some time out for myself. I had a long shower, shaved my head, because I tend to do this every sort of 3 to 4 days, but it was nice to get out all the fancy stuff, all the fancy cream, all that kind of business, and really take some self-care, which was good. I think I needed that. Today itself, I got paperwork sorted out for my PIP, or Personal Independence Payment application, and went and got Becky's medication, because that was important. And as I said, this afternoon I've spent it working on, I'm currently doing an Open University Access kind of module, so I've spent it doing that, which has been interesting. And I'm actually going to make something to eat. And I'm probably going to have a nice long bath, because my back is really playing up. I don't have any major back problems per se, but I do have a condition called fibromyalgia and Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. So with fibromyalgia, it's all of the nerves in my body just misfire. They don't kind of work to any kind of pattern, and I will get around them. And it's debilitating some days, the pain. I myself have chosen a virtually kind of drug-free recovery from this process. Now, this does not work for everybody. I need to stress that. I'm not here to kind of spout mantras about you shouldn't take this and drugs are bad. I have something called gabapentin, which is a nerve blocker, and a NSAID, so a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, known as celecoxib. Used to be called ataracoxib, but can't get the latter for love nor money, so here we are, celecoxib. Obviously there's always ibuprofen or paracetamol, on the not so bad days, but I tend to look at things more holistically. So there is I do a lot of stretching, I try to do a fair bit of walking. There are days when that's impossible, and that's okay, and I've learned to accept that. I do have physiotherapy. I'm aiming to try and get hydrotherapy in the immediate, which would be nice. I'm also struggling really badly with hay fever, because outside they've cut all the grass. Excuse me. Yeah, they've cut all the grass, and I've had nothing but blocked sinuses. I think it's been some sort of cold as well, because my throat's been quite sore, but I've been kind of on it with cold and flea meds and looking after myself. But that's been pretty much kind of day 2. I've ensured that the big things are done. I've ensured the little things are sorted, and I'm very happy with that. Now, I am very conscious of the fact that I am actually using my MacBook to film this, as opposed to my iPhone, which I used to do. And with the camera on here, it has gestures. So if I go like that, it hasn't done it now. But I did that a couple of moments ago, and a bubble appeared with a thumb. With the thumbs up. So I don't know if that's going to translate to video, so we'll soon find out. But kind of today's takeaway is kind of looking after myself, making sure that I have got the basic stuff done, but equally I'm not pushing myself beyond a point where tomorrow becomes impossible. So I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow about tomorrow's accountability, and yeah, have a good night, people. Bye now.